Greetings of the day, everyone. I'm here with a person most enthusiastic and energetic, Rashmi ji, who is HR specialist, an entrepreneur, and transformation speaker, and now most recently an author also. So yes, a woman with a golden heart and always surrounded by with loved ones, sharing and caring love. So that's what makes her special. So I'm excited to talk to her and share around what is the journey behind writing the book and how dynamic habits came into the picture. So let's welcome ma'am. Welcome Rashmi ji.
Thanks, Tejaswini. As you said, I've been wearing multiple hats, which directly or indirectly relates to
Yes.
development of human beings. Now, with the course of life, the way I've been living and interactions with diverse personalities and situations,
Hmm.
what I had been learning, I just decided to pen them down.
That's
I
great.
have, in
Hmm.
fact, I have extensively touched upon these subjects across various forums,
Hmm.
subjects like passion and purpose, goals, vision, how to think big, manifestation, law of attraction, etc., 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 and decided to pen them down all together.
That's really nice. So this is all apart with the experiences that you carry on from the long back ago, or it's all around the personal resonation that you felt across the time.
No, I think though I always had a strong desire to write since a very very long time, But with
Mm.
my corporate job, kids growing up, and subsequent business, I never really got the focused time. And
Oh,
obviously, my reach would be limited. I felt that would be limited with these small lectures. And then the idea of the book came along.
that's
And I always felt it's just a personal belief that dreams are seeds of change,
hmm.
and change is very important to fulfill my dreams. And
Hmm.
a lot of things kept happening, and finally I decided to finally finish off my book.
Great. That's great. And how long did you take to pen down all these experiences, making them to get into pieces?
uh, in fact, I had a lot of challenges.
That's great.
The
We would be
biggest
love to hear all those challenges which you face. And interestingly, being an HR, that too in the corporate sector, writing a book is itself a challenge.
uh, Yes, but when the desire becomes very strong, things
Hmm.
do happen, and that's what I've always believed. But
Hmm.
irrespective, I did have challenges. Time was the biggest hindrance.
Hmm.
Though I was very lucky to get very good set of friends and relatives, and I loved spending time with my husband too. But they all needed my time.
Hmm.
Whatever the challenges at first time author faces, I too face them.
Hmm.
During COVID, I remember I started writing my book because I got the time.
Hmm.
But post COVID, business picked up, and I forgot all about my book for the next 2 years.
My God.
Then I went to USA for 5 months,
Hmm.
and I felt that something was missing. I had to just complete it.
Hmm.
And I came back, and the desire to complete the book really, really seriously got ignited. And I was rejuvenated to fulfill my dream. And yes, Tejaswini, when your dreams become your purpose, you are unstoppable.
Yeah,
And I was unstoppable.
that's great. And how you titled that as dynamic habits? How this came into your mind?
These two are contrasting, dynamic and habits.
Yes.
Habits are always, it's a routine
Hmm.
which you develop over the years and they stay on with you. But
Hmm.
what I'm trying to portray in the book,
Hmm.
dynamic habits, there are possibilities of always adjusting and changing your perspective.
Hmm.
Like a small thing, like, we are tuned to brush our teeth at night
Hmm.
or in the morning, whatever your habits are. And if you change it for the betterment, they
Hmm.
are, I think, things which make it a dynamic habit. You can change things, you have to adjust in life, and that adjustment is the key to happiness.
Hmm. That's great. So this book tells you how to lead the life, helps us to identify the purpose of life. That's what the ideology of the book states. What readers can expect from, like, to transform the life or to identify the true purpose of life.
As far as purpose is concerned, finding your purpose in life isn't a one day task.
Yeah. Yes.
I feel it takes months and years to find the actual sweet spot where you
Hmm.
can call it your life's purpose.
Hmm.
Yet it changes at times depending on circumstances.
Hmm.
Every individual has a different life and a
Hmm.
different perspective on living, and that's what I feel. Like, if you really talk to me about purpose,
Hmm.
I would like to correlate it to my own life.
Hmm.
My purpose was the same, but the modes evolved with time.
Hmm.
Yet my goals and purposes have shifted.
Hmm.
However, I do stay focused on finding joy in the moment for myself, and for that I affect.
Hmm.
When I'm talking to you about my own example, I'll give you my background.
Yeah.
After graduating in English literature from LSR and then doing my export import management from Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, I got married and came to Bhopal.
Hmm.
Yes, it was a cultural shock. I did try to identify a product to export. However, I had to change my goal, and because of the circumstances.
Hmm.
When I realized that the attitude here of the workers was laid back,
Hmm.
I decided to change because I always wanted to become an entrepreneur, but then my immediate thing was to get set on the right career. So
Hmm.
I specialized in HRT and found joy in that too, and did not lose sight of what I wanted to achieve, irrespective of changing my, a little purpose of my life.
Hmm. That's truly amazing. Good to know this. One sentence that touched my heart by reading your book. So, don't put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. Keep it in your own.
Uh, I'm a staunch believer in that.
Hmm.
Today, so many of us spend time doing just the opposite.
Hmm. Yes.
We actually lose focus and time searching for joy in the actions, opinions, or behaviors of others. Wouldn't
Yes.
you agree on that?
Yeah, true. Exactly.
And for you see, your joy is not something that another can gift you, measure on your behalf, or on occasion see for you.
Hmm.
Would you agree with this, Tejaswini?
No, no one can make us happy, even if we don't
Yes,
want to make ourselves happy. Yes.
absolutely. Your joy is like a secret armor.
Yes.
That's what I feel, that your joy is like a secret armor that no one can evaluate other than you.
Yeah.
An armor that leads you to the exact place you want to live,
Hmm.
love, and grow. So leave the key in your own hands.
Yeah.
And I believe in that. And that's what I've propagated in the book too.
That's amazing. So we have endless amount of stories and all these key learnings which other people can understand and comprehend in their lives. That's what my expectation is. But a small question on top of this. Do we have any formula to identify the passion of our life and to discover the happiness? Do we have this hand in hand? What do you say?
I'll be brutally honest with you.
Hmm.
Nobody in the world can define our life's purpose for you.
Hmm.
That's that's what I also I feel, and
Hmm.
I'm sure you'll agree with that.
Hmm.
Only and only you can do that.
Hmm.
Yes, I too thought things were perfect for me.
Hmm.
You know, my husband, three kids. Now I have my son-in-laws, my daughter-in-law, job, and then the business.
Hmm.
And then, further I had my recognitions and my awards.
Hmm.
But I posed a question before myself.
Hmm.
Am I truly happy? Yes, I was in a way,
Hmm.
but did I fulfill all my passions?
Hmm.
The answer popped up no. I always wanted to read and write, which
Hmm.
had long been forgotten. And
Hmm.
now is the book before
Hmm.
you. So I did fulfill all my passions finally.
Hmm. That's great. Good enough. I came up with the dialogue when in your book, very interesting one. The dialogue between man and God. Most probably the dead man and God. That was a dialogue which they are having. And I think this book makes that much interesting for that. What do you say?
Yes, I think that's the end of the book,
Hmm.
and the dialogue is beautiful. And if you want, I can share partially.
Hmm. Yeah. So which role you want to play?
I can play the role of the god.
Okay. Okay. So I'm dead man in this case.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
It's a dialogue between man and God. A
Yeah.
man died.
Hmm.
When he realized it, he saw God coming closer with a suitcase in his hand.
Hmm.
Dialogue between God and dead man.
Hmm.
God, all right, son, it's time to go.
So soon. I had lot of plans.
I'm sorry, but it's time to go.
What do you have in that suitcase?
Your belongings.
My belongings? You mean my things, clothes, money, all that?
No, son, those things were never yours. They belong to the earth.
Is it my memories?
No, they belong to time.
Is it my talent?
No, they belong to circumstance.
Oh, then is it my friends or family?
No, son, they belong to the path they traveled.
Then what was inside?
I won't tell you, discover the mystery by reading Dynamic Habits,
That
The
is what.
Destiny.
That is what we need to do. We need to read the entire book to understand what's inside the bag.
Absolutely.
Yes. So the what kind of message or the conclusion that you can give to the readers for the book? Any closing notes on this?
I can just say two things.
Hmm.
You have two choices in life.
Hmm.
One, either be happy, and the second choice is be unhappy.
Hmm.
Choice is totally yours. Whatever you choose is your doing.
Hmm.
Happiness comes from within and not from outside.
Yeah.
So be happy and enjoy dynamic habits. Enjoy reading that.
So let's all read Dynamic Habits and discover what is inside the suitcase. And let's don't forget
And
to tell
thank you
Rashmi
for
that I
having
got
me
the
on.
suitcase. Yes.
Yeah,
We'll be surely coming back to you with the answer.
and thank you for
Yeah.
calling me, inviting me, Tejaswini.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks a
so
lot.
much.
It's from all my privilege. Thank you.
Thank you.